building artifacts, uploading them, and also majorly we start firstly with building artifacts, uploading them, publishing artifacts, and so on and so forth. So we have to move to our main branch. So git switch to our main branch. Okay, we are in our main branch. Git pull. I want my branch to be updated firstly. Can you see it? Now it's updated. So I'm working on my CI pipeline. So in my CI pipeline, so what I'll be doing today is I'll be reading from my files, the files I have here. Like I'll be reading my files, I'll publish my files. So those are my major 2 tasks for today. Reading the files, like I want to read the files. I want to get contents of the files. I want to see what is happening in my files, and so on and so forth. How to interact with files. Here we have different kind of files in our root folder. We have assignment JPEG, readme file. We have test.yaml. We have our test2 JSON. We have test3 Python, and different kind of files. But here we want to work on some other tasks that involve reading of files management, and so on and so forth. Firstly, I will go with the aspect of reading a file. Note. Yes, I'm coming. So note, my file here is a I have different kind of files and their types. Please give me a minute. I just need to get something.
I chop Maggie.
Okay, sorry, I'm back. I want to work on our files here. We have a series of files, and I will create different taxes for our files. Okay, let me firstly arrange sorry. I'm submitting my mouse. I need to arrange all our variables to one particular tax. List of variables. So the next thing we want to do now is we want to start and read our file. So I want to create a variable up here called file name. File. Okay, the name of the variable is file. And the variable, the file I want to work with presently, I'm working first with my test.yaml. Test.yaml. what do I want to do? I want to read my file. You understand? I want to read my file. It's a very simple command. Just write cat my file name. The variable of my file is called file. Can you see it? This is, I want to read my file. Okay. Read the contents of my file. Fine. Let me just create multiple variable. Let me call this one file2. File2 is test2.json. File3 is test3.python. File2. File2. Read the contents. Read the content. Well, read the contents of my files. That's it. That's the first thing I want to do. The second thing I want to do, this is a task for reading the contents of the file. Kind of. So we are talking about file management and so on and so forth. That's what we are trying to do. The next thing I want to do is that I want to upload my file, like as an artifact. You understand? If I want to upload my file, I use these tags. Let me just copy this. Okay. Let me just copy the tags for it. Use this thing. Upload my files. Upload my files. Upload. No. I want to get a tax to zip it first.
Hello, can anyone hear me?
Am I muted?
No, we can hear you.
But you kind of froze.
Yeah,
Okay. I want to copy
speak
something.
further.
I want to copy something. I want to create a zip file. You understand? I want to create a zip file. That's what I'm trying to do. Create a zip file. After that, I want to upload this zip file. I want to upload the files. So I want to explain this task now again. So the first task we have here is checkout. That's the first task. The second task we have here is list of variables. Is to list all the variables we have here. That means subscription name, tenant name, resource name, and so on. All these variables here. I want to list the names out. The next task I'm having here is to read all these files. I've already called the files. File 1 is test.yaml. This is a test.yaml file. File 2, file 3 is my Python file. Number 4, I have another task again to create a zip file. The name of that zip file is going to be called build GitHub runner number.zip. Don't bother yourself about the commands for now. Do you understand what I'm saying? The next thing I want to do again is to upload the zip file as an artifact. Those are my three, my tasks for now. So after that, the next thing we want to do, what we are trying to do is just file management in GitHub Actions. So what the GitHub Actions is mainly meant for is to run commands. The commands is either to build an application and output it as an artifact. It's either to deploy an application. It's either to manipulate files, add something to file, remove from a file, and so on and so forth. You understand? So all those commands, instead of you running them locally on your system, we use GitHub Actions to get all these things done. I think you had developers saying that they are building an application on their system. I don't know if you have heard of it. So the automated way of doing those building of applications and so on is by doing it via GitHub Actions or using CI/CD pipelines. Now I'm just trying to manipulate these little files here. We have only 3 or 4 files here. We are just trying to manipulate the files and so on and so forth. So these commands that you are seeing here are just trying to manipulate our add, remove, and so on and so forth for the files. So I'm going to run this command by just making a push git add git commit updating CI pipeline. And git push. So immediately I make that push. Now I'm going to my workflow to check what's going on. Can you see it running? So it has failed. So my build failed, create zip file. It's failed at this point of creating a zip file. Okay, let me check what happened by doing that. So okay, it has opened. So here's it. Run the zip file, nothing to do. You understand? Sure. So nothing to do. Let me get a command to just zip all the files we have in our root folder. Sorry. Okay. So let's just run this. The zip, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Come in. Let me make this. Let's believe this will work. File 1. So my files, file 1. Okay. I finally have file 1, file 2, and file 3. So on file 2, it's going to zip everything. And after doing that, it's now going to upload everything. I want this zip to be called my files. I think zip runner number. My files. My files zip runner number. So I commit again and just push. So refresh mine. It's running. So my build was successful. Can you see it? So let's now view it on our browser. Okay, so my first task was to check out. Okay, so let me put it side by side. Oh, sorry, I thought I was sharing my whole screen. I'm sorry, please. Are you see my screen? Are you see my screen?
Yeah, we can see. Yeah, we can see the
Yes,
GitHub.
sure.
Okay, good. So on my first task was to, okay, let me do it this way. Let me just duplicate it and do it the way I did it yesterday. To split screen. Okay. So this, can you see it? We just want to review our workflow file and look at every action that was done. You get it? So the first action here was checkout. Can you see it? Checkout.
Yeah, yeah.
This is checkout. Checkout was done successfully. You see it? The next thing
Yes,
is list
sir.
variables. List variables. These variables was done successfully. It listed the names of my variables and so on. The next thing we have here is read my content, the content of my files. I want to check if it read the content of my files. My first file, cat file 1. You saw that it read it. It gave me the output of the content of those files. You understand? It read the content of my files that are listed here. Both the this is the JSON file, the content of my JSON file, the content of my Python file. So I will try to do it in such a way whereby you can be able to differentiate it for the next run I'm going to do. The next thing is creating a zip. It picks those 3 files that I have in here and created a zip file. It zipped everything. Do you know what they call a zip file now?
Yes.
Yeah, when we want to zip a file. So it zipped
Yes.
all those files as one file together. And the next thing it does, it uploaded as zip file. And you see, with blah, 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 blah. And the zip file was uploaded. So I'm going to give you, one of the assignments I will give you is that I have done uploading of a zip file. You get it? One of the assignments I'm going to give you today is to download that same zip file. Do you understand? Yeah. So it will make it to guys to go and read also. I have uploaded the zip file. I will try to drop the command on how to download the zip file and so on and so forth. But go and make a research. Maybe I will drop it maybe later this week, but not now. Go and make your own research. Let me see you guys make that research. And with
We are
that, I can be able
capable.
to say, okay,
We are
these guys
capable.
they are making the research also themselves. So you guys have seen how I did it. It looks beautiful, right? So that's about so you see our pipeline is becoming more beautiful. So let me now update it well to make it more welcoming. Okay, let's get to this. So we have wait, so I want to show you echo. Sorry, please. Echo. Contents of file 1. Okay, so file 2. Contents of file 3. So when you run this, you'll be able to see the content. Please check the contents firstly. So we should know that we're on the same page. So you can see the contents of file 1, which is test.yaml. You can see how the contents are. This is contents of file 2. And this is contents of file 3. You understand? So let's run this. Commit and git push. So you have my GitHub repo. You can check the results of this yourself. Please check the results. Check the results. Do you have my GitHub repo? Let me drop the link again.
Yeah, you can
Or
drop
Yes,
it.
you do.
Okay. Okay, I'll drop this on the chat. So you can check it out. I'll check and confirm to me if it works, if it's interesting for you to see. And your number one assignment, as I've said, is to create. Somebody please note it down so it's on the group. Create your download zip file. I have done the upload of zip file. Create the download zip file. And note, this is the name of the zip file. Can you see it? Good. Okay, let's go to the next thing for today. Okay.